Hello everyone and welcome back to Project Oarai. Now, I've been seeing a lot in the comment sections lately asking about mods and assets and all that stuff. So today we're just going to be covering a brief video of me talking about mods and some assets, where to find them, and I'm also going to be including in the description my mods list for Project Oarai. It's just going to have mods in, there's going to be no assets, but please stick around to watch the whole length of the video because I just want to explain a few things about mods and assets. So let's jump right in, shall we? Okay, so here we are. We're on the Steam workshop for City Skylines, and we're going to start off with assets first, because I don't plan on making an asset list because I use way too many assets, and I'm just going to show right now real quick. We'll go to 30 on a page. I've got 57 pages to go through of assets, and I'd have to sort them into buildings, props, vehicles, roads, all that stuff. And as of right now, I'm sorry, I just don't have the time to be able to do that. I really don't. But I am going to be showing you briefly where I get pretty much all my mods from. And I also want to, not my mods, sorry, my assets. And I just want to say that if you're ever looking for Japanese style assets, just type in JP. It'll come up with hundreds. So that's also a shortcut to look for stuff. But for now, we're just going to go to browse. We're going to go to collections here. And we're going to type in Japan space 1. Now it's important that you leave the space because if not, it's not going to show up. So we're going to scroll down and look for an asset list by Ryoichi. Oh, I think I went past it. Here it is. So this person is also a City Skylines content creator. They stream, they make assets for the game that look beautiful with other people. And they also create some really cool stuff. So I can't stress enough, go over, check their stuff out. They do some really amazing stuff. Okay, let's crack back on with the assets, shall we? Now, I do want to say, please do not press subscribe all. And I'm just going to tell you why, and I'm going to save you a headache. There are sometimes assets inside of collections that require other mods to work. So, for example, let's take this utility pole here, and let's have a look at it, shall we? Now, we can see here it requires an item, custom light effects. Now, it'll still work in your game, you'll still be able to see it, place it down, do all that stuff, but at night it won't work. And not to mention that, but it'll kick out error messages on your loading screen. And if you have error messages, it slows your time loading into the game, and all that stuff, and plus, you don't want error messages. So, let's have a look really quick and see if the custom effects loader is actually in here. So we have a look, and we type in custom lights. We can see nothing's come up, so it's not here in this collection. So that would be one asset, sorry, that would leave you with an error message, and there might be more in here. So please, when you're going through these collections, just click on them, have a look at what you're interested in, and just always double check if there's a required item. And there is the part 2 here, there's a link to it, which is very nice. Now, there also is a part 3, but there's no link to it, so the way you get to it is basically just by putting a 3 on the end here. And let's scroll down again, here it is. So you've got even more assets here. You've got the bushes that I use. You've got all that stuff. So yeah, just do me a favor. Always just double check. Take your time. See what you like. And just go from there. Okay, now I think we've got all the assets covered. I think we should go ahead and check out the mods, shall we? Okay, so we're finally in my game after around 10-ish minutes of waiting. Now, I've left my game exactly how it would be when I load into it, because I just want to go over a few of the mods and how they interact with my game since I have transferred from one PC to another. Now, before this, I didn't have this problem, but I do want to go over this problem just in case any of you have this problem or something similar, and this might actually be able to help you. Now, this looks nothing like my usual game, and I'm gonna basically show right now how I get my game to look like how my game looks. And if you wanted to do something similar as a base for like how you want yours to look like, and then you can tweak it from there, you can go ahead and do that. So we're gonna start off here with Ultimate Eye Candy. Now, I do want to say that the list of my mods are in the description of this YouTube video. So if you're wondering where all these are from, you're going to be able to just go in there, subscribe all, and you should be totally fine. So for starters, we're going to go to presets here. We're just going to click on this one here and load it. Now the game's changed a little bit. These are what I use. I normally use about 1230. So if you want to pause this and just check these out, you can. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Theme Mixer just here, and we're going to enable the LUT by clicking off of it and back onto it, just to make sure it's the right one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hit Escape. We're going to go to Options. And we're just going to set it in here as well. Just like that. Hit Apply. These are also what I play my game as. So if you're interested in that, you can feel free to copy them. Now we're going to go to Daylight Classic. Now for some reason, it doesn't matter what I tick here. If I set it to how I used to have it, it just doesn't work properly for some reason. I have no idea why it does it. It's super annoying. But if I just untick them all, and then retick them, you can see, voila. This is how my game usually looks. And then you can just tinker with it with Ultimate Eye Candy from here. And just tinker with the brightness and all that lovely stuff. Now, we're just going to go back to Escape real quick. Now, for anyone that is new to Prop Anarchy, I believe it's Prop Anarchy. Here it is. So I had a problem when I switched over to Prop Anarchy. I couldn't raise my props up and down in height, and I had to enable this and this to be able to raise my props up and down. So if you're having that problem, you just come straight here and turn these on. Now, I also do turn off a few other things, sorry. I turn off death, garbage, and crime because I currently don't have it fully sorted for what I'm building, but as soon as it is, I'll re-enable them. For anyone wanting to know what my plottable color settings are, they are right here as well. So if you want to pause the video and just copy them over or whatever, feel free to do that. Now then, as well, there is another mod that I use. If we hit F10 and we go to dynamic resolution, you can see here I play on 200%, and if we just go here and we set it to 100, which is the default of the game, you can see it doesn't look very nice, and that's why I play on 200. So if you're wondering why it looks very clean and clear, that's the reason. And sometimes for my cinematics, I'll use 300, but it depends. Now, the last one that I do want to go over is, it's right at the bottom, it's Ultimate Level of Detail. Now, this is what I do all my cinematics on. So if you wanted to copy these, actually, to be honest, no, these are kind of wrong. I tend to set these to around about the max here. So I set them about just above good luck for all my cinematics. And you can just hit Control-Shift-Dot and it'll turn it on and off. So when I'm building, I play like this and build because I've got a lot more FPS. And then when we go to do the screenshots and cinematics, we just hit Control-Shift-Dot. And it loads all the nice stuff in and looks good again. So I hope this has helped you all. And if I've missed anything, just leave me a comment if you've got any comments, questions, or anything really. And I'll get back to you and see if I can help. But for now, I think I've pretty much covered everything. The mods list, like I said, will be in the description, so I hope that helps you all. But as for now, I think we've covered everything. So, like always, everyone, I shall see you all in the next one.